Okay. Kia ora, kia koutou. Tonight, my library number 33. Um, so all of a sudden turned quite warm, but had to bear with me tonight because I've got a new set of ears on. Maybe if I pull one out, it might be better. And it seems to be echoing, so my other taringa, my pakaru. So we have to bear with me with another set of earphones. Tonight, reminders. The first one is regarding the redemption poll. Um, there are a few people that need to place their vote in the poll as to which date they would like to redeem. So don't forget to do that because it's still sitting in there at the moment. So go in and submit that. Remind your other people, if you have people in your line, remind them as well to do that, because otherwise they might get angry bird at everybody, and then, you know, then they start blaming the wrong people because they've missed voting. Well, I've said it tonight, and I said it last night, and I'll keep saying it until I see that the polling has results are out. Okay, so that's one. Cash flow coaching. You know me, I'm big on cash flow coaching. I'm always pushing cash flow coaching for your benefit. Not for mine, for yours. So, next cash flow coaching class is on Monday. Sorry, in New Zealand, it is Tuesday morning, 8 a.m. Okay? For the rest of the world, it's Monday. I don't know what time it is on Monday for them, but just, I only know about New Zealand. So it's time, over the weekend, think about it and get in and register to start on Tuesday. Okay. The next reminder for me is rapid rewards. Now, at the moment, that is, that creates massive growth into TBC. And you know what we're all about right now, and it's growing TBC. And it's not saying growing it in dollars, it's growing it with people. Okay? People will bring the growth and dollars will follow. So you're killing two birds with one stone then. Get in for them while you can. And if this is the reason why it's wise for you to think about the date that you would like redemption to happen if it's extended. Because you look at the amount of cookies that will be sitting there to the furthest date away. Now, some people will say, oh, no, I just want to get it over and done with. 9 times out of 10, those are people who probably have a nest egg anyway, or they don't have to go to look for cookie rewards, the freebies. So, some of them will say, oh, I'd rather get it over and done with. But I know from previous times, for those who are looking to build their wallets, wealth in their wallets as well, build up the cookie rewards, because that's the key, they prefer the later date. Because between the months of, well, so one of the dates is the 20th of December. Now, not a lot goes on between the 20th of December and I think it's the end of January.
Yeah.
Not much happens. And it didn't happen last year, well, at the beginning of this year. And people were kind of sitting around because everyone was away on holiday. So you don't get much business at that time, but at least everything that goes on at TBC is still going, as far as I know, and it always has been that way. So, same button meetings keep going. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, they still keep going. If you're on holiday, hey, you just tune in wherever you are. Um, so, if you're going to be at home in the holidays or going away, that's a good time to look at your downline, your business, and what you can make on the holidays. Uh, for me, I'd be pushing for the later dates for all these newbies that have come into to TBC in the last month or two because they need all this time. They need to get into the cookie rewards because they're not always up for grabs every redemption period. It changes. So think about it. Get stuck into it if you think you can do it. Yes. So have a purpose, have a reason why you choose that date. But I'm just saying that is what I would be looking at, not my wallet, but for others who have just joined. Okay. Now tonight, because everybody's been, hammered with cash flow coaching, um, mission statement, all the new news in the blog, pasta, and you name it, it can become quite confusing sometimes. Depends who you listen to, what you're listening about. And if you're trying to get something in your head or sorted, and then another co-papa comes and gets piled in on top of that, it's kind of daunting for some people, especially if you are new and don't know the ins and outs of TBC, or um, you don't understand a lot of the terms that we use. Like, I know a lot of people had trouble with trying to come to terms with the TBC wallet, or page it, in fact, and the Crinkle cash page. Now, all of them thought that they all belong to one thing. Well, they kind of do, but the silly thing was they were on two different pages. You had to log into one to do certain things, and then you had to log into the other one to claim the gift. So, a lot easier today because you only have a one-stop shop now, which is long. It should have been here ages ago. But, I've got to take my hat off to admin. They have finally done it. They finally worked things out because, admittedly, they had a lot on their plate back in the day. So, yes, get in for all those things that you can kind of want to do. So, tonight, I'll go back a little bit in time because I think this is valuable. And why I'm doing this is because I've been looking at stuff in the blog, and a lot of the stuff when you go into the to different pages in the blog, They they get related from one thing to another to another. Now, I came across this. I'll show you. Oh, before we go there, um, no my heart and to those who have come to listen tonight. Um, Friday night, end of the week for most people, although the rest of the world is still coming. But in New Zealand, it's Friday night. So, tomorrow they look at the weekend off. So the rest of the country, well, the rest of the world is still happening. Okay, so let's go here. Oh, see. Okay, now I'm looking at this. That says up there, Key and Beck show that daily cash flow consistently is easy in TVC. Now and they have video in brackets. But you need to listen to this broadcast of Randy's where we were guests and we were supposed to be talking about daily cash flow. Well, in our situation, we don't get quite that much time in which to discuss a lot of things in because one, we sit at two different computers in the same room, and when we're talking, we get a lot of echoing. So it's quite difficult for us because we have to mute our buttons when the other one is talking, and then we can't hear anything that's going on. Then, when the other one has to speak or being asked a question, you get a nudge, you get that nudge, and you're told, oh, Randy is asking a question. So you have to quickly go in, the other one mutes while you unmute. And, sometimes I don't think it's a worthwhile thing doing because you can't get the message across that you want to. But however, we face up, we're invited. So it's not as though we go there on our term. No, we're invited guests to Randy's show. So we take it on the chin. But tonight I thought, what an opportune time for me to go and talk about this because everyone is trying to pick our brain. Not just, those outside of cash flow coaching, those in cash flow coaching as well. They want to know what makes us tick. How do we do things? And admittedly, it's not easy to explain because I guess it's the way we've done things, and we've been in our comfort zone doing it, and we do a lot of organising and planning ourselves. So, a lot of communication goes on between my husband and I, and we don't move unless we're both on the same page. So that is the number one key. If you're getting into this as a husband and wife team, we have our own accounts, own separate accounts, but we work as a team because that's the way we can see it working. We cover for one another when we can't, when we can't do everything ourselves, or just myself. He will cover me in other aspects while I carry on and do my thing. And he will cover me in other arenas, all about TBC though, where I can't get to ASAP. So that's the first thing in this is to make sure that you and your partner are on the same page and are going in the same direction and have the same goals or outlook. Okay? We look at our purpose first as to why we're in TBC, even though we started at a different time. Now, I go back to February 2017, which is about 18 months ago. And for some people, they say, oh, you've been in it a long time. Well, not really, because, time just ticked over that fast and things have grown that quickly. It's unreal. Been an unreal journey. So when I started back in March, I was a loner, all on my own, because I was introduced to this in a kind of um, sort of stupid way. I'd say kind of stupid or silly way. All that happened was I was sent an email, and it said, "Do you want to? Oh, do you want to buy this? A ticket in this?" Oh, no, hang on. It said, no, sorry, take it back. It said, join us and sign up here. So I was sent the form. And I said, what is this? And they just said, oh, just sign up for it, put your name and everything, all your details on it, and hang on until, or just let us know when you've completed it. So I went away and did that. I didn't even know that you had to pay for the registration, because at the time I didn't, because no one said anything. So I went along and did that process. And then I notified, the people that got onto me and told them that, okay, I had this wallet. They said, okay, we'll take it from there. So, I just waited and thought nothing of it. I asked them what it was all about. They said, oh, we'll tell you later. So, I just went into it blindly. So I went into it, and one thing led to another, I ended up with coins, and I couldn't even, I didn't even understand how I got my coins. I knew I bought them, and I knew I paid for them, and so from there, I was buying. I think it was Quibbles at the time, because you could do that. And it was going on and on and on, and it was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I thought, hang on a minute, I need to be asking some questions here. So, questions I asked, and nobody answered. I couldn't find anything about the wallet at all. And so I kind of asked people that were in our circle of friends if they were into this wallet thing. And they said, oh, yes. And they kind of signed up the same way I did. So we were sort of all against a blank wall, and all asking one another, what was it all about? What do you do? And all that goes. So then someone comes along and tells us that, oh, you can cash out, your coins that you haven't. I said, really? And they go, yes. But that's all they said. Long story short, we found out another 3 months later you couldn't even do that in TPC. You couldn't even do it with your wallet. Then at the same time, we learnt that Crinkle Cash was a separate issue. for you to receive your gift, you had to sign up with Crinkle Cash, which you do today. But back in those days, yes, nobody knew that. And a lot of people, because of that process and lack of information, a lot of people missed out on the gift. Now, because of that, the period that that gift was given in, um, well, it was in a redemption period. Let's put it that way. So when that redemption period went, you missed the chance on getting the gift that was awarded, that you were rewarded with or should have been rewarded with in that redemption period. So a lot of people who signed up just after me missed the June cut for a free gift. They had to go into the next redemption period, which took them to December or ended up in January through the extension. And so they missed out on half of the gift at the time. So people who got in, when I got in, got a total gift. And if you made it before June, you got the second entitlement of the gift. And if you missed that, then you were on the third entitlement, which is the current entitlement for rewards today. The 25,000 gift, that is what you got from, I think it was September last year, the end of September last year, up to now. But then TBC stated that in the information. Now, I went soul searching for information because I still wasn't happy. And I looked here, there, everywhere. I researched everything. And I ended up finding an American lady who was doing videos at the time because there was no such thing as broadcasters. So different leaders over in different countries were doing their private, videos and explaining the daily things in TVC. So I used to go in and listen to her. I still couldn't make heads or tails out of what she was going on about, but I was learning, a little bit at a time. And she would help me if I had questions. So, I valued her input, and she actually got me moving in my TBC journey. And then in her video, she used to get comments from other people from around the world asking same questions that I would be asking. And one guy noticed that one of my old posts that I posted there, he could help me. Now, when you don't know a stranger from a bar or so, you've had no correspondence whatsoever with them, you kind of think, hey, what is this? But, like my gut feeling was to trust the guy. So I did, and I'm glad I did, because he then put me on the right track of my TBC journey. He filled in all the little bits and pieces and guided me as to everything I wanted to know. Then I became more efficient in TBC than he did, and he could see that happening because my understanding was getting a lot greater. And so we became really good friends, in TBC. We'd help one another in TBC. And it just all flourished from there. Now, today, our mindset has changed a bit from Cashflow coaching because we've had, a pool of people that we've sacrificed a lot of things for so that they would be able to get, the rewards, the cookie rewards that that can be due to them. And that was through the rapid reward system. That system changed our outlook. And we changed our outlook because we didn't want to bring people into TBC unless, looking ahead at redemption, which was only a month or two away, we thought there's no way in hell they can get one full TBC. They'd have to buy it, which they couldn't afford to, not at the value. So, rapid redemption came. We sat there and we worked all the matrices out and started banging all our people in to the rapid rewards. And, we were happy that we did that because 2 levels of each matrix have gained full TBCs in this process because we've helped the ones below as well. So it's the best move anybody could make for their people. And we waved goodbye to your cruise for the sake of our team members because we could never see ourselves just trying to gain $100 a day through our people. No, it wasn't about that. It was about, for us, it was about growing TVC, doing our bit to get to the billion person. Now, if only a whole lot of other people, in our team and other people's teams that just sit there and that are waiting to cash out. You're never going to be able to cash out. Get that in your head because, when you try and cash out, the amounts that are in your wallet, it's impossible. I mean, you can't even go to the bank and do that. Not for more than $999,000 on $9,999 is about it from a bank. You can't even bring that amount of money. Like you can't even bring 10 grand into the country from another country unless you hide it all over the place. But just a quick quarter tonight about why we changed our mindset. And the next quarter, which will be tomorrow night, no, it'll be Sunday. Sunday night will be our next broadcast, broadcast 34 for me. We will pick up from this tonight, and then we'll go into kind of talk about how we did things from September up to now, and how we were able to grow the team with just new members only and fill in a matrix of team by team. So team leaders by team people each. Okay? So I'll touch on that tonight. But thank you, Karen, for tuning in. Again, you always come and support us. We will do the same when you start broadcasting. So get it done, girl. And don't forget, go in and do the redemption poll questionnaire before you miss it. Okay.
It's on the dashboard. It's up in the dashboard if you're looking.
Oh, yeah. Yes. You know where it is. You can find it in the blog too, as to where you have to go to. But it's in your dashboard on the back page as you log in, and you scroll down a couple of pictures, and it's sitting there. Okay, so interesting korero tonight. So the next part, the second part, will be Sunday. So tune in again, and me hoki mai anō. So hei konei rā, and be safe wherever you travel this weekend. Nā hoa rā.